Around the Ozarks is now on your FM radio. Listen to Around the Ozarks mornings with Grace Gooley as I spotlight local people, stories, and podcasts, all while playing the country legends of the 90s and the hit makers of the 2000s. It's on the Ozarks' best country, 105.1 The Bull. It's time for Around the Ozarks News, sponsored by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Advanced Car Care, Smouse Brothers, and United Plumbing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Hey there, good morning to you on Wednesday. Hope you're having a good week so far. We've got some news to start out your day.
Yes, we do. Springfield police are searching for a shooter after a gunfire damaged a home overnight this week. Officers responded before 1 o'clock in the morning on West Locust Street to reports of gunfire and say they found bullet holes in a house. One man was inside but was not hurt. Investigators are reviewing some surveillance video for suspect and vehicle information. If you have any information, you are asked to call SPD or Crime Stoppers. Yikes. Yeah. Springfield voters will decide this summer whether the city can use eminent domain to take the Hotel of Terror property. The city council voted unanimously to put the issue on the August 4th ballot after a petition from the owner collected enough signatures for that to either put it up to a vote or for the city to give up its bid for the property. The city says the building must be removed to replace the aging Main Avenue Bridge and to reduce flooding. The owner disagrees with the city over price and over building requirements for him to relocate his business. It's still possible for an agreement to be reached before the election.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like they are like $1.5–2 million off on the price tag. So I don't know if they're going to reach an agreement, but this is
according to him, right? But according to them, I mean, it's a bit, she said, based on what they feel like the value is.
Right. Yeah. But I think he is the one who told us the value or made that I think he's the one who said, this is what they want to pay. This is what I think it's worth. And we're far apart. Yeah. I don't know that the city has confirmed the amount they're offering, but it's been going on a long time, and it looks like it's going to go on for a while yet without resolution. But we will be watching it, and if it gets to the election, it'll be an interesting part of the story. A Republic police officer was hit by a vehicle during a traffic stop. Court documents say the 46-year-old man from Bentonville who was driving was pulled over for speeding on Highway 60. Investigators say he struck the officer while making a U-turn and then fled the scene. He was later taken into custody, now charged with aggravated fleeing. The officer was knocked off balance, but was not seriously hurt by the vehicle, which is good news.
Yeah.
Federal authorities have corrected, we told you about this story, there's a correction now. Federal authorities have corrected a major detail in a recent drug case. What was first reported by the Drug Enforcement Agency as more than 10 pounds of fentanyl, remember that, is now believed to be cocaine and not fentanyl. That's a big difference because if it were fentanyl, and we told you this at the time, it would be enough to kill effectively 2.2 million people, which is unthinkable.
Yeah.
Cocaine, obviously still very dangerous, but not at the level that fentanyl is. The drugs were seized from a home last month. A 34-year-old man is facing federal distribution charges right now. Officials say field tests can sometimes produce inaccurate results, and it looks like that's what happened in this case. The man, for his part, at this point, has pleaded not guilty.
Okay. Cleanup is finally underway after a semi-truck that crashed involving thousands of pounds of tofu that was being carried on the truck spilled out along I-44 in Phelps County. The truck has been sitting near Jerome since March 1st. So it's the 25th. You can imagine the smell, which was the problem. Crews had to close a westbound off-ramp yesterday to start removing the truck and get the spoiled cargo out of the way. And hopefully with that, the smell will go away.
I would think so. I would think so. But what a mess.
I mean, hopefully it just won't take too long. I don't know how long that lingers. I'm not sure.
The smell, I think the smell will go away once the cargo is gone. But it's a process of getting that cargo out of there that may take a little bit of time.
Yeah. A longtime member of the Greene County Sheriff's Office has applied to become the next sheriff in town. Jason Johnson is the first candidate as current sheriff. Jim Arnott is awaiting confirmation for a federal post. If the county commission is accepting applications from now through April 15th, Jason Johnson will be among them. If a vacancy happens, the commission will appoint an interim sheriff, and then voters would later decide the position in an election.
Okay. Lots of dominoes to fall there.
Mm-hmm.
The Dickerson Park Zoo is mourning the loss of one of its tigers. Cinta, 12-year-old Malayan tiger, was euthanized after vets discovered an aggressive, inoperable tumor. The staff noticed Cinta was lethargic and not eating before tests revealed the internal bleeding. Cinta had been at the zoo for about a year and helped represent a critically endangered species. So that's a shame. Cinta,
That
12-year-old
is.
Malayan tiger.
Wow. Springfield-based Bass Pro Shops is expanding again with a new store opening today in Tucson. How about that?
Okay.
Like the desert. The store is 100,000 square feet, marks the company's third store in Arizona. Bass Pro and Cabela's now operate more than 180 locations across the U.S. and Canada.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I feel like we report on a new Bass Pro either started or finished every month.
Yeah, it
somewhere.
seems like it. I mean, it's cool.
It's amazing.
It's kind of fun. We're still the flagship. We're still the best one. So
that's right. For that to be headquartered in Springfield is pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's a reason to come to town.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Well, have a great Tuesday. Thanks for joining us. Welcome back again, Ethan. And we do hope to see you back here tomorrow morning.
Yep. See you.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Temperatures are nice and mild to start. We've got numbers in the upper 40s this morning. Partial sunshine getting through already, and it's going to be a great day to get outdoors. A little bit windy, south breeze in the forecast. I think that's going to gust to about 20 miles an hour at times, but boy, is it going to boost those temperatures. We're heading to the mid 80s today on this Wednesday. And the big headline for you today is that there is some elevated fire weather conditions out. We have this combination of breezy conditions. The sunshine is out. We've got warmer than normal temperatures and really low relative humidity. It all combines to mean that fire danger is high today. So be cautious. Open burning discouraged, of course, across the Ozarks today. Something to keep in the back of your mind. Wildfires can take off quickly at this time of the year. Elevated fire weather conditions today. I think we're going to see those return late in the week as well. Today, not a whole lot in terms of sky cover. I think we'll see a mostly sunny sky through the course of the afternoon. We've got low pressure sitting to our south, a south wind in our forecast. And I think that's going to hold on through the day today, allowing for the warmer weather to be building into the Ozarks. In fact, we could hit some record high temperatures today. Records are in the mid and upper 80s across the Ozarks. And today, I think we'll see 84 in Springfield. We'll get close record territory today. Tomorrow is the day that I think we could really see some records fall. We could easily hit 90 in the Ozarks on Thursday and then see some rain and storms develop with a cold front that's going to come through. That actually leads to the potential for a few strong storms in the forecast on Thursday night. And we do have to talk about at least the chance for some severe weather. I do think that some storms will develop and they'll be capable of producing some gusty winds, some large hail. And I can't even rule out some tornadic activity in the Ozarks. The key message here is that a few isolated strong to severe storms will be possible on Thursday evening and Thursday night. And the Storm Prediction Center does have us in one of the risk categories, calling it a marginal risk for much of the Ozarks. But most of the risk, at least at this point, is up in central Missouri along the I-70 corridor and areas north of Highway 60. So we'll keep an eye on it. Remain weather aware, though, if you have anything going on Thursday evening and Thursday night. We might need to pivot and change plans. We also have cooler weather arriving for the weekend. In fact, this is going to be quite a change for us, especially if we hit that 90-degree temperature tomorrow. Rain and storms are in the forecast Thursday evening and Thursday night. We could hold on to a few showers Friday morning. I think most of the day on Friday is going to be dry, but we will see temperatures drop in response to that cold front, with highs falling back into the upper 50s and low 60s on Friday. And we'll be either side of 60 degrees on Saturday of this weekend, too. The other thing that greets us this weekend is some chilly nights in the forecast, with temperatures back into the 30s as we head into the weekend. So we will notice a cool down, definitely, especially with some of those morning low temperatures. Around the country, we've got record-breaking heat from the Southwest to the mid-Mississippi Valley. And then the headline for much of the country tomorrow is actually going to be on the severe weather chances that are included in our forecast. The mid-Mississippi Valley and the Ohio valleys. It's a widespread area expecting some strong to severe storms as we head into tomorrow. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. And the question is this: which animal is the only mammal capable of true sustained flight? The options that I gave you were A, the flying squirrel, B, the bat, C, the sugar glider, or D, the colugo. Did you know that the answer is B, the bat? Bats are indeed the only mammals capable of true sustained flight. They utilize these special membranes in their wings that are stretched over these kind of elongated finger bones that generally lift and maneuver. And unlike gliding mammals such as squirrels, bats possess the muscular structure to flap, allowing for active flight. So, if you need to know which animal can fly, now you know it is B, the bat. All right, here's a trivia question for tomorrow. What is the hardest natural substance on Earth? Do you think it is quartz, graphite, diamond, or iron? Let me know your guess. You can do that at the website. It's aroundtheozarks.com. Thanks so much for listening on this morning, and I will be back to chat with you first thing tomorrow.